Mr. President, this is the second day that I have...
Good morning. It is September 1st, Labor Day. Morning, guys. We've got a trucker in Washington, D.C. He's been there all weekend. This guy, he's learning a lot, we hope. And he's sacrificing a whole bunch. I can't imagine the cost that he's incurred sitting at a truck stop in Washington, D.C. over Labor Day weekend to hopefully meet the President of the United States of America. I hope he has all the luck in the world. And Vincent, I am David with the McCown Company, and I'm the proud sponsor of the AFFTRA Act. Me and thousands of other truck drivers that support this act have been lighting up your comments, trying to talk on your lives, but you just you won't have this conversation. And I want to talk about this with the utmost respect, because honestly, it's amazing that you're doing what you're doing. I'm a little worried that you have no idea what you're doing. You're there with a bunch of complaints, and I pray that you do get to see the president, but I'm worried that when you complain and give him this spiel that you got about all the problems with trucking, and he says to you, well, what's your plan? What are you going to say? I haven't heard any answers. You haven't read through the AFFTRA Act, the bill that we've already got several signatures on, that all kinds of truckers for all across the industry have worked hard to write and get together. It has the $5 mile minimum across the board for the industry, 3% cap rate on all brokerages, and mandatory transparency, changing the law where they can no longer say if you ask for the numbers, you can get them. It's got to be on every bill, every manifest. A mandatory $1 a mile for company drivers over the road or regional, every mile they drive. Mandatory $1 a mile minimum rates. Cap rate on insurances. Setting the bar higher than what it is so we can race to the bottom that's not actually the bottom. The problem with the industry today is that we've deregulated everything, or these brokerages, these corporations, these shippers, they can all race to the bottom dollar. And that leaves us they've got a monopoly on us. They've flooded the industry with cheap labor, and they don't need the American driver as of right now because there's no bottom. Everybody's undercutting everybody, and eventually there won't be a trucking industry left. All that will be is it'll have to be federalized or taken over by some government entity to keep it going, because there will be no money left in the trucking industry to make. They will have squeezed this out. They're like parasites, leeches. They infect the host. So I'm asking you this morning on Labor Day. I know I've been watching your videos. I've been sharing your stuff. I love what you're doing. I love the enthusiasm, the heart in it, and the sacrifice, because we all know to sit your truck there for this long, it's probably going to have some major repercussions in your financial situation. I would imagine. God knows I couldn't afford to do it. So I'm hoping that if you get in front of J.D. Vance today, that you go with more than just grievances. You go with the AFFTRA Act, the plan that's going to change the United States trucking industry forever, for everyone involved. Getting this $5 mile minimum, that's going to undercut all of the scandalism without a doubt. Not to mention it will make it transparent, because every carrier will know what the bottom is. Having this 3% cap rate on brokerages, they will still make a fortune. If you do the math, that is hundreds of millions of dollars. They just won't be taking and stealing from us truck drivers anymore. There's a point where you have to stand up and say, listen, enough is enough. And we agree on all your points. I could speak for thousands of people in my comments, other videos comments. We are all in this to get rid of brokerages. We don't need them. Not at 60%, not at 20%, not at 15%, not even at 10%. 3% allows a brokerage to make a killing for what they have in the game, and that's nothing. They got a laptop and a cup of coffee and their pajama bottoms. Is all they really need to book loads all day long. So Vincent, we've been trying to get a hold of you. We talked a little bit on a live and wanted to go over this live on your live for all the truckers so we could have some hope instead of just a bunch of complaining all the time and grievances. We've heard your grievances. I want to hear answers. What are your answers? I hope it's the AFFTRA Act. I hope and pray that you get in there, you could print it off, you could go in there and slap it down on J.D. Vance's desk, and we'll get something going. But for anybody watching, the AFFTRA Act is AFFTRA.org. Go there, read it, click on the link, sign the petition. If we get 100,000 signatures, I think in the next 15 days, that'll go on the president's desk. So, AFFTRA, guys, .org. AFFTRA.org. That's for a $5 mile minimum, 3% cap rate on brokerages, $1 mile minimum for company drivers over the road and regional, and a cap on insurance. We got to have it. The industry cannot operate at a loss every day. And I'm talking about the spot market. I'm talking about the majority of trucks in the country that are running around on the load boards. These spot markets, look at them. They're barely at the operating cost, if not below, of what it takes to operate a truck down the road. You know, the whole idea of being an American citizen is to be able to profit and be profitable. That means after everything's said and done, you have extra money to put in the bank to maybe take a vacation or take care of some dental work if you have it, or anything that could come along, you know, to save money. It's very important, guys. AFFTRA.org. There's a link in the Telegram group there's a link in the TikTok bio to get into a Telegram group of all truck drivers. 250 of us, I think. And we're growing in this group. Vincent, you're more than welcome to join, and all your people. Get in here and start talking. It's an open group. Everyone stands shoulder to shoulder. Everyone has a voice. You don't have to log in with an email. You can talk to me and 200 other people in real time, all day, every day, at any moment. It is the new industry. If you're not in it, you need to be. That's where we have a voice. That's where we can coordinate activities as an industry together and actually make some change. Because, guys, if we do not unite, we are never going to get anything to happen. And we got people all the time. Truckers will never unite. Why can't truckers unite, guys? Why not? Telegram allows us to have 200,000 members. Everybody says it's scammy. It's not scammy. The scammers are using it because it's absolutely secure and they can get away with all their illegal activities. Why don't we get on board and use the platform that they're using against us to unite and go against them? Anyway, it's just a thought. So, this is an exciting time, guys. This video is for truck drivers, people that love trucking, that want to see it be great again. This is for you. Don't sit around and let this video just scroll by and not read the act and not sign the petition. Even if you don't think it's going to work, sign it. Because if we unite, we cannot lose. That's the thing, guys. We have to unite. See y'all. Have a great day. Believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, you shall be saved. Trust. This is going to work. It's going to happen.